So, Jono, it was a game that had it all: goals, red cards, and drama. How do you sum up that game imminently?
Goals for us, red cards for them. We were very disciplined. Thought it was an outstanding performance. I actually think they were the better side when they went down to 10 men. They started to create a little bit more. They had a few set pieces, but for the other 80 minutes, I thought we were absolutely outstanding in terms of the control that we had, in terms of playing the way we wanted to play the game plan. I thought we were outstanding. And I said to the lads the same on Saturday, every single player now for the last 2 games has won their individual battles over both games. You can't carry anyone at this level of football. And I thought tonight, when you've been away to Radcliffe, been away to South Shields in 4 or 5 days, you have to win your personal battles. I know it's cliche, and I know people want me to talk about playing through the thirds and playing out from the back and transitions, but let me tell you have to do the hard nitty-gritty stuff at these places. So from our point of view, it was a fantastic performance, absolutely unbelievable, and we've got the result we deserved.
A lot of fans probably might not have envisaged it to be 6 points from 6, but based on the 2 performances, fully deserved.
Yeah, I mean, you say the fans might not have expected it, but let's have it right. There's been no moans this season. You know, we're still getting 4-figure crowds at home. They followed us to Brackley on Saturday and another great following tonight. So from our point of view, there's been nothing where we've had any negativity. They believed in what we do from last season where we were unbelievable. And it's been coming. And we said to the lads after the Warrington game when Jordan got sent off, if we play like that for the rest of the season, we will finish close to the playoffs than we will to the relegation spots. But we have to perform. You can't have days off at this level of football. And that's what we've done. I don't want to make it sound as simple as rolling up your sleeves and digging it out. We played very well over the last 2 games. And as I say, individually, we've been outstanding.
We look defensively like our former selves. 2 consecutive clean sheets now. You must be delighted by that, particularly with how we started the season.
Yeah, but I also think we've now got a settled team. I think when you've had Rick Smith, I mean, Ollie Thornhill came back into the team last week. Nicky Adams, the captain, is now starting to get fit and come back into the squads, and we'll be ready again to play soon. Lois Maynard's been in hospital with heart issues. He's now back. You've got big players, big experienced players that have missed a lot of the season. Rick Smith coming back in has been a monster for us. So when you can get the players back into the positions that they were in last season, it means the lads that came in, the squad players who had all the pressure put on them, can almost take a step back and see what's going on. It's not to say that our injury list has cleared up, but it's not. You saw how many players were out of the squad tonight. The numbers are incredible, but we're starting to get a consistent 11. We've been able to put the same 11 on the pitch for the first time since last season, and with that, you get performances and results. So from our point of view, it's always about doing what we do, paying the respect to the opposition, knowing how good they are, knowing that we can't be too rash and come on a Tuesday night to South Shields and go individually closing down. We can't do that. We have to stay compact and work as a team at possession, and we've done it fantastically over the last 2 games. I thought tonight, in possession, we were outstanding. We controlled the game. We got to the areas of the pitch that we wanted to get to, and they played to our tune.
Just want to touch on the big contentious moment, the penalty. How did you oversee that incident?
Well, I'm here, so you can see where the goal is. It didn't look like an handball, but you can't see from here. The referee had a great view. Our subs were all on the line, and they said it went over the line. They didn't feel like it was a handball, but they said it was over the line anyway. So from our point of view, it should have been a goal. Had we scored a goal, they'd still have 11 men on the pitch, and they might have. I'm not saying to make a better fist of it because I thought they performed well anyway with 10 men, but I'm only going off what our players have told us that it was over the line anyway. And to be fair, it felt like it was coming at that point. It was a great strike from Rick Smith at the back post, and the kid's done well to try and get his body in the way, but it was over the line. Unfortunately, we don't have the technology that can tell us otherwise, and it might have saved the sending off. But if he's seen an handball, it's a sending off. It's as simple as that.
In terms of midfield battles, we continue to win them, and that's ultimately the foundations of a great performance.
Yeah, I thought, I just said it there, when you consider Lois Maynard 4 weeks ago was in hospital, with the worst case scenario with him having to pack football in. That's what we're being told. 4 weeks later, he's dominating games of football again. We know what he is. With the lad next to him, Matt Sargent, who's an incredible, absolutely incredible talent, an unbelievable young player that's now playing every week. Got his injuries, fingers crossed, I probably shouldn't say that. Got his injuries behind him, and again, we're getting a consistent lineup. When you've got Nicky Adams coming back, you've got Josh Hancock coming back, you've got very good players in them areas of the pitch that support each other. Added to the fact that we brought you like to Callum Rowan recently, who's a top quality technical player, but probably came in at the wrong time with the way we were trying to win games, and he's even said that himself. We're now starting to look like what we want to look like, and we've got the right players in the building. Lads like Regan Riley still missing, who's got to go into midfield. Judah Ebo, you know how good he is. Jordan Hughes been banned. We've got some top players out injured, top players out on loan, top players banned. They're all to come back in. We're down to the bare bones. But with the performance that we're putting over the last couple of games, you wouldn't have a clue that we are.
Just want to touch on the radio man of the match, Tunde Olabi. He's hit the ground running once again. Just a word on how you oversaw his night today.
I think he's been fantastic since he's come in, to be fair. We've highlighted, probably for the last 12 months, in fairness, even with what we're doing last year, that we did lack that outlet, that powerful, explosive pace that he offers. But he's better than that. That's not fair on the boy. You know, his hold-up play is outstanding. His link-up play is very good. He leads the line. He bumps centre halves. He gets into good positions, and he's not scared of striking the ball. And we've talked about it for the last couple of weeks about when you get high up the pitch, you need to start getting those things, corners, free kicks, throw-ins. And I thought he was fantastic at that tonight, because then it allows us to build pressure. There's no good getting us up the pitch and the fans are clapping and the opposition are counter-attacking down the other end. So I think he's been unbelievable since he's come in. And it's really took the pressure off the other fella that was scoring all the goals last season, who's now banned.
You briefly touched on it, the travelling contingency, once again out in their numbers. Just a word on their journey down, because it's fantastic, isn't it?
Yeah, listen, it's the first time I've been to South Shields. I've never been here before, but I know that they get big crowds, and I know that they make noise. And I'm not just saying this to curry favour with the supporters, but because everyone will tell you, the noise they were making next to, their young lads that were singing, it keeps you going. And at one point, I'm trying to get a message on, and there's that much noise going from both sets of fans behind the goal. You can't get the message on. They've been unbelievable. When you consider the start we've had in terms of league position, not performance, but they know what we're trying to do. They saw what we were doing last season. They've stuck with us, and they've been rewarded over the last couple of games with what they deserve. And I'm buzzing for everyone from top to bottom. To be fair, we're starting to look like we've promised to look like over the last sort of week, and hopefully we've put the start of the season behind us now. We can get on a bit of a run.
And finally, our attention now turns to Oxford City.
Yeah.
Just how do you oversee that one, just initially?
Well, we've got to assess bodies. In training on Thursday, should be a light session Thursday night, I would imagine. We've seen the walking wounded. So it'll be a light session Thursday. We have to get tonight out of the way. You can't think about Oxford until you've got South Shields out of the way. And that's why all focus from tomorrow will be on that, or even on the way home. We'll be about that. We'll watch their games. But we know they're a good technical side, very good footballing team. That won promotion a couple of years ago to the National League, and are struggling this year. And I think it's more to do with location than anything else. The old managers come back in and they had a good result on Saturday, but I believe they've been beat tonight. I think. So it's one of them. I don't like using too many cliches, but it's a 6-pointer at the bottom end. But we're at home, and we have to. We've been fantastic away from home. We've picked up results. We've been in the FA Cup. We've won 3 games. We've got to start doing that at home now, because we've got the best pitch in the league. We've got the best fans in the league, and we've got to put a performance in. We've got to get the result.